Hey, y'all. I was just trying to go to sleep, and most channels or, YouTube people, you're not going to get truth. You're not going to get personal experiences or real emotion. You're just going to get people telling you they fucking know everything and just, try to tell you what they think you should do. Well, I can't fucking help it that I'm one of, to a fault, the most genuine people you will fucking meet. And if you haven't noticed, I'm gonna tell you the truth. It's just how I am. And I was trying to go to sleep and thinking about the friend I thought I had that, you know, defunded Archaics. And yeah, like I originally saw the video that in Sanity Machine did on Archaics, and then I actually looked it up for myself that he is a registered sex offender in Texas. So yeah, I'll give you credit for putting that information out there. But yeah, if somebody's gonna make a claim like that, I'm going to look it up. And the reason it hurt so much, maybe this will get through to people, that rape and sexual assault doesn't just go away. I don't like him because I have been raped and sexually assaulted, and the people that did it to me, nothing happened. I don't know if I should just share this information online, but it's, maybe somebody needs to speak. Because, all the shit that's happening today with autogynephiliacs just thinking they can take over women's spaces. Who's speaking for women? This was almost a decade ago. The first time I moved to Florida. I worked at the same restaurant in two different locations, the same name, just two different locations. I went out for drinks with a couple coworkers, male coworkers, and I told him Even at work, I'd tell him, dude, it ain't happening. But at the beginning of the night, I was like, dude, it ain't happening. But, I got drunk. And since I drove, I went and passed out in my car. I don't know what happened. I don't know what they did. But I woke up to the one male coworker driving my car, me in the back seat, and him with my pants down doing things to me. And had I not woken up in that moment, he would have raped me. Because shortly after because I was frozen. You know, they say fight or flight. There's also freeze. I was frozen. And shortly after we stopped, he in the back seat was with me was like, I'll make sure she gets home safe. In that moment, I knew he was going to rape me. So I immediately shot up and said to my coworker driving, like, please don't leave me alone with him. He's touching me. And both of them just got out of the car. So I didn't really know where I was, but I had to drive back home drunk as fuck. And I reported it to the police. You know, that experience was far more traumatizing than the assault. I'm in a room with at least 6 male officers, 1 female. And I'm just telling the events in, order of how it happened. And then this one officer is just like asking me things out of order. And it takes me a second to recall because he's asking it out of order. So I have to like remember like what happened, like, you know, whatever order he's trying to ask me in. And then they're all just like, oh, you're fucking lying. And it was either like, you're a liar or it was your own fault, was the energy I was getting from all the men. So I told a room full of fucking cops to go fuck themselves and ran out of the police station. And the only woman that was there chased me down in the parking lot and talked me into finishing my report. So I did. Well, I had moved to Florida. I lost both jobs because of that, because, I quit the first job and he was friends with people at the second job, so it poured over into that. So I had to quit both jobs and I had to move back to Ohio. So months later, I got a call from a woman telling me, how was he to know I didn't want him to touch me? That's what you're gonna say? In what world? Like, okay, I don't know other countries and if it's okay for, just dudes to just touch women that are passed out drunk, if that's okay, but I don't think it's okay in any world. If you can't say, yeah, come on. No, it's not okay. So why is it okay for you to tell me? How was he to know I didn't want him to touch me when I couldn't consent? That's your conclusion? So yeah, that was more traumatizing to me than the experience. So when I have been raped and assaulted after that. In, the almost decade since the original, I never reported it because going to the police was more traumatizing than the event itself. So, as a woman that has been through that, no, I'm not going to support somebody that's done that to a fucking woman. I don't give a fuck if they spent 30 years in fucking prison. You should have been chemically fucking castrated. There is no guarantee you have only done that once, and there's no guarantee you won't do it again. You should not have control of your fucking dick. So, yeah. That's one reason why I'm so hurt that I lost a friend over supporting him. Because I've been through that, and a room full of men treating me like I was a fucking liar was more traumatizing than being fucking assaulted with a man with my pants down touching me. So yeah, okay. It's probably not something you should share on fucking YouTube, but maybe more women need to speak up. You know, with all these fucking autogynephiliacs taking women's spaces and fucking jacking off in women's fucking spaces and, bathrooms and locker rooms. It's like maybe more women need to speak up. So, I'll speak up. I'll tell you. I'll stab a bitch in the dick. No man will take my fucking space because I've been sexually assaulted and raped. So, yeah, I need my private space. I want to be able to take a piss and not be afraid that there's a fucking man creeping around the corner. That's a woman's fucking right. And these young motherfuckers, like, yeah, I grew up in a time like, yeah, women really were equal to men. Like, we had our opportunities, but, my mom's a fucking baby boomer, and the short amount of time from her time to my time that has been forgotten and is now being erased with these fucking pieces of shit. I'm just carry a fucking knife. Carry a sword, seriously. If I could carry my sword everywhere I went, like, I would. People are probably like, why is this bitch carrying a sword? Because I'll cut a dick off. But, your fucking boat. But I think more women need to speak up. Like, I'm not just against Archaics because he's a sex offender. I'm against him because I've been assaulted and raped. And I will not support somebody that has done that and has the capability to do it again. No, you should have been fucking castrated. That's my opinion. Because what happened to the woman you did that to? I still have nightmares A decade later of that first encounter, let alone the others. I can't imagine what that one woman that you were, convicted of. Who knows who the fuck else you did it to? Cause yeah, when you get caught, you know you've done it plenty of fucking times. Like I've done plenty of crimes, didn't get caught until I did it a lot. So yeah, that motherfucker did it a lot. You can't tell me different. Like you get caught when you get stupid with it. So I'm not gonna support somebody that does that. Mm. And that's why it hurt that that friend was defending him, because I've been through that and I know that pain. And I don't think enough women have spoken up. I don't think enough women are speaking up about what's going on in the culture today, about bug your fucking dick. Sorry, my cat's an asshole. But I just, women need to start speaking up, sharing their stories, and not letting this shit go. Why do you think we finally got to a point where women had equal rights? Because women didn't let it go. So, unless women want to lose what they've gained, you need to speak the fuck up. Yeah, it's embarrassing. It sucks. It's painful. But show you got some goddamn balls. Don't let that shit go. It happened to you. Share your story. Because it means something. It means something to other people, other women that have gone through it. Yes, I know men can go through it too, but women go through it way more. The biggest casualty of war is women. Women get raped. Yeah, all you hear about in war is, the men dying, but you don't hear about the thousands or hundreds of thousands of women that are raped until they're dead. So, please, women, stand up and start fucking speaking. And don't even fucking start fucking trans bullshit. Don't tell a black trans woman to shut up. Bitch, I'll cut your dick off myself. You ain't a woman. So, that's whatever. Just, please, share your story. Stand up for women. Don't let this shit happen. Don't support people that do this. And be there for your fellow woman. Because we're the ones that will suffer the most. Yeah, men will lose limbs and shit in war, but if you've ever been sexually assaulted and raped, it's worse than losing a fucking arm. Love y'all.